If you have any questions, please put it in the chat box. Now I feel like meeting my family every day. I wait for this time to meet you all, speak to you all. And this is, you know, what is so satisfying? Today, what happened? Today we witnessed how Vishwanathan sir and answer. I do not know where it will take to, but this is the opportunity, opening up the opportunity just because you both are participating, just because you both are putting yourself visible to others. So before I start this session, I want to share one favorite story of mine. Please kindly mute yourself because that really disturbs the whole session and the flow as well. So this one story literally changed the way we do the business, and this story has been shared by my mentor. He also wanted to speak to you all too, because there are so many opportunity opening up during this period of time, where the people known to us are doing amazing business. And this one story is called as it is a story about a village where two friends are there. So these two friends, this village does not have water on its own, so they have to take the water from the nearby lake and bring it to the that village. So they both were employed to bring that bucket of water to the village every single day, and they will get a money for it. So these two friends, let's name them as Arun and Raj, because that's my surname. So Arun and Raj, they both were the friends. So they both were taking up, and they were happily living. And what happened was, Raj used to work for 9 to 5, and he was very happy with the money he was getting, and he will save some, and he was just focused on repeating the work, thinking that nothing will happen. This is going to be the future forever. But Arun took a time off, where Raj was looking. This guy was toiling, yeah, even after 5 o'clock or before 9 o'clock. And after 2 months period of time, Arun was making money sitting in his place. But Raj still finding it hard, and day by day, the money he was getting was also reducing, and the water he was taking from the lake also, he couldn't take the water because there wasn't much demand. Can anyone of you guess what Arun would have done in that 2 to 3 months to earn from the place he was sitting? Any guesses? You can put it in the chat.
I think I heard this story.
Yes, you had the story. Yeah, you got it right. Parable of pipeline.
If anybody can guess it, it will be better.
Yes, Anurag has already put it in the. Oh, I have very attentive participants. Anurag, yes, you are right, and like, so it is the pipeline. Yes, it is the pipeline. See, so what you have to do? You have to build the pipeline. He built the pipeline. Why he would have gone? Let's brainstorm a little more, because this has more relevance in today's session. I'm going to literally take you into building pipeline for your business. Yeah, planning of pipeline. But what would have triggered his? I think you would have read that book, Mr. Savio, I think. So what would have triggered? I haven't read that book, honestly. This was shared by my mentor, and this has literally changed the way we do business. That is when we were thinking like, oh, many people are struggling, and how are we going to reach out to many people? So yes, what would have triggered him to construct that pipeline? Where would have we got this idea of building the pipeline? I'll keep it open for 1 minute, and then I'll get into, because today is my most favorite topic. And this is a topic which literally differentiate us from other consultants in the field. So yeah. Anyone want to share a little bit your thoughts on this process? Why do you think he would have built a pipeline? Okay, he wanted to conquer the world. Yes. Yes, please.
Consistent cash flow.
Consistent cash flow. Yeah, good. That is how a typical businessman would think. Built a system. Great. Yes.
it's a continuous process, so that he has been getting money every day instead of going and doing hard work.
Yeah.
I think planning out all his strategy is what he has to execute it later.
पार्ट लो बनाए ना हो देन भाई 4000 में वो लोग पार्ट लो बनाए थे पार्ट लो दे देंगे
Sorry, I don't know if Mr. Bhavesh is speaking to me, but okay, right. He got to know where is the more requirement. Great, great, great. All your answers are right. For me, if I am that person, basically a lazy, just lazy and bored of usual stuff. Moving forward, reducing competency before him to approach more people at a single. Oh, great, great. So all your insights are great. For me, very simple. For me, I get bored with usual stuff. You know why I keep telling you ask questions, and you would have seen if I receive the common questions, I will just say, look into the class, yesterday's class, or go and Google it. I don't like the routine. I can't get comfortable with usual routines. Most of the time, that is the actual reason why we don't see results. We get comfortable with our routine. We have to break. If you have some kind of routine, okay, don't break the routine of attending the workshop, because every day you are going to have different session. Yeah, but break that routine. Okay, how many days we would be happy eating the same breakfast? Now lockdown also, we are bored, right? First few days, 3 days, we were enjoying with family, all positivity we could think. But now, so break the routine. That's the one major thing. So I'll get into the session. This session will help you to build a process and system driven company. It will reduce your efforts. You will know where the more requirements is. You will move forward, reducing the competency before you to approach more people at a single time. So I'm just comparing all your answers. You can literally conquer the world if you do what I'm going to share today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow. You can conquer your market with your product. So this could be even a usual stuff which you would have gone through, but this is the actual game changer if you do it right. So I'll jump into the today's presentation without any further delay. So can everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So you know what? As a rule, thumb rule, 80% of people fail. Whatever they hear, they don't put it into action. Only 20% will. And I believe you, all of you are that 20% in your field, or maybe 1% in your field. So what would I genuinely ask you is that take action. You can be stalwarts with your products, or you could be expert, know the business theories, everything. The first step you have taken to be part of this is itself a great sign, but take little effort. Whatever I'm giving you is the little effort you want to, I want you to take it in the export business, so that becomes easier for you when you take it. So the first thing, the export success mantra. In exports, it is not about whom do you know. It is always about who knows you very well. You know, that is the actual game changer, or that is the actual export success mantra. Even today, exports happens with the known contacts or referrals they have built over a period of time. And statistics says it takes 50 hours for someone to even get acquainted with someone, 90 hours for them to buy, and 200 hours to become loyal to someone or close friends. So that is the minimum hours required. So even every one of you being here, you would have consumed my informations, or you would have repeatedly seen my inputs on WhatsApp, or even before, after coming to the webinar, you would have repeatedly thought of webinar, and it would have taken some time for you to being the part of this reverse sourcing method group. So it depends upon who knows you very well, and it should be most important in same industry and sector. When people say, oh, I have a friend or my relative or someone in overseas market, and is it possible that I can do the business with that market? And we repeatedly get one question, right? What is the product that I can export to Sweden? I don't remember the person's name if you are here. So this I particularly want to tell you. If you have a friend or family or someone in Sweden, or you yourself is in Sweden, which industry or sector you have someone knows you very well. The trust should be mutual and the people should trust. Here there are two type of exports happens. One is called as the transactional exports. One is called as the relationship exports. The transactional exports, that takes very quick uh, action, that is impulsive buying. Usually this happens in trial orders or small quantity of orders. That is something called transactional exports, and Indians are very good in transactional exports. What happens with China is transactional exports. They buy because they know they get a cheap product. I wouldn't say cheap product. I don't want to underestimate anyone. People know what they want, they will get it from China for relatively lesser price. But people who buy from India, they buy based on transactional relationship business. So that is where you have to focus on. People build, and Indians are very, very good at building relationship. But now you might have a question, how would I build relationship with my client? Very simple. You have to put yourself in their eyesight consistently. I'm very much sure for most of you, I would be a credible person because you're seeing me every day. You wouldn't know my background, you do not know my client, you do not know what I'm doing day in and day out, but still you would see me as a credible person or someone as a go-to person, or at least listen to me because you consistently see me. So this is what you have to do in the international market. People easily go to B2B portals thinking that B2B portals will build that trust for them in international market. But even then, if someone is in a B2B portal, they have to regularly follow up. This is where we fail in most of the cases. We don't follow up with the inquiries regularly. So the two main ingredients of business abundance is that consistency and network. So building your network is building your pipeline. How to build network? You have to put yourself visible in that product or sector where you have the chances to be successful in international market. Anyone have question at this point of time? Any questions? Okay, no question. So this is the best period you can build your network sitting at your home, because before this, yeah, none. Okay, nice. So before this, if someone has to do exports or they want to participate in trade fair, they have to set aside at least 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs to do that marketing. And networking, that I'll come to that, Monica. Networking through what? That is the task for today. Okay, so but right now you can market your product as less than 25,000 rupees sitting at home. You don't have to give me that money. That is the power of virtual connections happening right now. And this is the time you can very easily build network. And you know, the 5 people who have done the task of yesterday's task, I know at least one connection in each of the market. I know at least one connection in each of the market. See, that is the power of building network through virtually, and it has become easier than ever today. So what you have to do today, I'm straight away going into the task. Okay, so how you can build the task, build this network sitting at home? Of course, social media. So in social media, we are going to focus only on LinkedIn, and there are different business groups. But before you dive into social media or business group, the first thing you have to do is you have to go and search Export Promotion Council of your product. India has export promotion council for every single product, and they are doing n number of webinar almost every single day. Every single day. See, Vishwanathan sir is someone from South, and I believe Anand sir is someone from, definitely not from South, I hope. But you are able to get connected virtually because you are investing your time every single day. So this webinars will help you to get acquainted yourself with the language that's been used, and you can see how to build a network using these webinars. Oh, I'm also from South. Great. Where are you from? Not aware. Could you share links? Which links are? Export promotion councils. So if you go to Google, and if you put export promotion council next to your product, you will get the product. Oh, from Karnataka. Great. Okay, that's fine. I'm not creating something like South and North here. I'm just telling that though you're physically not present next to each other, still you can network effectively. That is the whole thing here, okay? So each one of you are important to me, no matter where you come from. So the first thing, you have to go into Google and put Export Promotion Council for your product. So when you go into that, there will be a column called event or webinar. Go and list out those webinars. Okay. In social media, we are going to focus only on LinkedIn. So today is creating that game changer for your business. Tomorrow we will see the game planner, how to position yourself in these places so that you would get regular export enquiries, genuine export enquiries. See, in exports, the order materializes more frequently when the buyer places an inquiry, rather than you approach them, you cold call them, and I can talk complete about buyer's journey, but it is going to be theoretical. You contact them and you introduce yourself, send 2 to 3 email marketing. That doesn't work in international market right now. Right now, what works is people constantly look for people in these areas, and where you are visible, you are naturally to get connected and get more details. Okay. So when I say business groups, there are different type of business groups in India. We can take it up: associations, trade bodies, business groups, and also in your whichever country you are planning to send, you can check those importing countries and list the business groups or trade association bodies in that group. But contacting them regularly or asking them, please share some inquiry, will not help. Don't do that. Don't get into that sales mode, or don't become very much particular about selling your product, or what do I say? Don't get into that selling mode. Don't become hasty, or don't become into that mode. But the task 3 is very, very simple. Go into LinkedIn, and there will be groups for every single product you are doing right here. And there will be also business groups. I'm sure many of you must be in LinkedIn. And we have more time. If any one of you would like to have a personal input on your LinkedIn, now I can show with an example like how certain groups, or I can pick up 1 or 2 products and explain how to do this task. Or is it fairly simple? Very simple one. Very simple one. This is most effective, where you can, if you do it every single day, if you sit on this every single day for 2 hours, next 35 days, you will be able to receive an inquiry. I'm not saying you will get an export order. Show one for turmeric powder. If you could, yes, definitely. Oh, I'm getting so many products. Okay. Let's take 1 or 2 product.
Yeah, ma'am, you can do for my product also.
Yeah, I can do for all the 30 products today. I will be so excited. Honestly, this is my most favorite part, because here you can even measure the time, the return on investment, the time you invest here. And in exports, it's most important that you invest your time and efforts And investment with respect to marketing. You see, the first day we talked about the buyer's type. Understanding the buyer's type, you have to put your marketing efforts. That's why people blankly ask, should I have a website? Should I go to some trade fairs and all that? So here I'll take one product, first product. Let me take one product from B2B sector and one product from FMCG, because most of you are yours are allow us to do ourselves. I'm not going to take your product, Anand sir. I know you're good at it, so you can do it. So turmeric powder, let me take turmeric powder. So can anyone say which is the Export Promotion Council for turmeric powder? You can do, we all can do this together. If you
Spices
are,
board.
Spice board.
Spices board.
Spice board, very nice. Yeah, great. So the first thing you have to go is, let's go to spice board. So you can write down these steps, step by step. You can write it down, because if you are not going to do today's task, then tomorrow's task is going to be very tough, and that is going to really decide the success of your exports. See, as I told you, here they have mentioned the events. Okay, okay, this is very, very old. This is very, very old. Let's go.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, just wanted one query. You were asking to search in LinkedIn, or where you wanted to search?
Which one, sir?
You were talking about LinkedIn, right?
Yes, I've been talking about LinkedIn. First, you go into your Export Promotion Council for your product.
Okay.
Okay, so because every single, in most of the cases, they also do webinars, some online event. Here, as such, Spice Board is not doing anything. I'll go into LinkedIn for that matter. There are two ways you can do the searches. One is the product-based search. Another one, okay, FIO.org is FIO. You can, for the past 2 days, I've been talking more about FIO, so you can go into FIO also. FIO is regularly doing, and Shankar Narayan sir regularly post about the events happening in FIO. That also you can participate. You can get familiarized with people who are there and what they are speaking about and all that. Okay, so I'm in LinkedIn. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, what I've done here is, this is the home. Tomorrow I'll give a little bit on doing your LinkedIn profile in a way that when people read it, they'll get attached to your profile. Okay, if you are interested. So here I'm going to search turmeric. And you can see that in the top, you are seeing people, jobs, contents, and more. Here you can click on groups. Okay, that is the effect of networking. I've been chatting with a Nigerian importer. So, yeah. So here you can see so many groups on turmeric. And straight away you get the turmeric import and export. And these groups, mostly Indians will be there. Let me tell that also. You will not see much overseas buyers or, yeah. Is there anyone asking the doubts, or may I go forward? Okay, so you can see there are different groups. So you can go into it and see and list out some of the groups that is related with turmeric. Okay, group search bar, no? When you put turmeric, when you put it in the search, so initially it will be like this. LinkedIn has become like a magic wizard. So yeah, when you put it like this, at first it will be like this, jobs, people and everything. If when you click on more, you will be able to see groups here. Companies also you can see. And see, you have the list of groups here. But if you want to know the pages, you can also see what is current topic that is happening around LinkedIn. If you put it as content, see the content also will be here. These are all people talking with related to turmeric powder. And here some wellness coach, she's talking about spice for health. So you can even get connected through them. This is free membership. This is not a premium. You can do all this in free. LinkedIn, it's free. It's enough to get started with free. And only if you are building your complete business on LinkedIn, even then it's not necessary. Then you can go for premium. Even I've not done premium. I love the sales navigator of LinkedIn, because where we can get so much of connections. But then it was more for me to keep in touch and go through all that. See, there is even someone, this is my second connections, because I have about 14K connections in LinkedIn, because it's one of the integral part of our business and marketing. But I've not been posting for the past 1 month or 2 months, because I've been so occupied with our export promotion, with our export success journey group. And I want to build that personal connections with almost everyone who are active in the group. So here you can see that someone in the turmeric and co, and he's from London. So like this, you can get connected with people. You can give connect request also. Please add me. I'm send you a connect. Oh yes, please do send your connect through LinkedIn. Do you recommend creating a new business LinkedIn page rather? Okay, this is most important when you are on LinkedIn. Tomorrow I'll dive deep into LinkedIn things, and how to create a planning, how to do regular posts that people see as a credible person and all that. In LinkedIn page is not as effective as Facebook page or Facebook group. So the game is totally different here. Create LinkedIn personal profile. Even if you are new business, don't create it on your business name. You can create, maybe I can give you a little virtual tour on my profile. See, I've not created the profile in my company name. It's on my name and the keyword, because I want to attract right type of people in LinkedIn. So the people for whom the exports resonates with them, they all will give the connections. So here I've given helping exporters in, so reverse sourcing method is our concept. So I've put it as a reverse sourcing method and the company name, and I'll come to the next part of BNI Omega business group. So then I've given a story here. So if you go into my profile, when people read it, they could see that entrepreneurship is my passion and export is my love. So I have given my passion first and why I'm doing it and what is my purpose on LinkedIn. Okay. Then this part is, I'm going to do little changes in my LinkedIn profile, because my focus on LinkedIn profile is to build my personal brand. But for those of you who are planning to attract the importers, here you can write about your product. And Anand sir, yes, this is, you can leverage so much here. I don't know whether you are using it actively or not. And if you see, none of them are Indians where I've commented. He is called Andy Bounds. He is the world's famous sales coach. And here again, this person is Ivan Meisner, who is the father of network marketing, referral marketing. And this person is a Sri Lankan who is an importer. And again, this person is a Vietnamese who is into exports and imports. So I find people, and if you see, I have not done anything with respect to sales. What I have done is I've connected myself with their post in LinkedIn. You will not read anything I do sales approach in LinkedIn. I always try to build that connections and network in LinkedIn. And these are my some of the experience. And I love reading and studying, so I keep updating the. So this part is most important. See, I've used the keyword as export on the top, and I'm highly endorsed for the keyword exports. So people see this as a credible. Okay, what I'm saying is, and the testimonial. These are all general parts. Okay. So the next one is, this is how you have to go and list the LinkedIn. What I've shown in LinkedIn is 0.001%. There are lots to do with LinkedIn, but you can build it slowly. What matters is the quality than the quantity. So that is more important. So you can do that. You can go and list your product. I'll take up another product also. Let me see in the chat box. Yes, Monica, I will talk about global business opportunity. It's yesterday's one. You can still go and see the recording of yesterday's session. Okay, here, don't see it as a social media. If you see it as a social media, I know some of you are doing digital marketing courses, you're following up all that. You don't have to go deep dive into digital marketing. It is good. Digital marketing for export as such, because it should be a part of your overall strategy, but not your strategy only on digital marketing. Here, it's all about building your network and building a visibility for your product. Let me take another product, Banarasi fabrics, because this is with particular to Indian thing. So here again, I'm going to take groups. So you can see that fabric, Western End Foundation. We have direct connections to Indian artisans right now. We are working with, okay. See, this looks like someone who's into helping this artisans and bringing their product to export import business. So you can even request them to get connected. So you can go into those groups. And also when you are seeing particular product, there are two things you have to search. One is the group, another one is content. So here you have the one called content, right? Click on that. And you can look at that content, what's happening. What people are most talking about. See how people, these are all totally sales oriented, which is not very famous in LinkedIn. That's why you may not see much people, much interaction with these posts. It should be more like creating an interest, maybe some history or some your passion on this product or something unique. You should create that kind of interaction in LinkedIn. But that we will get into it tomorrow. So this is one LinkedIn part. Next is the business association or business groups or trade associations. Okay, so for that, you would have listed the countries, right? Give one or two countries which you have listed, Mr. Raghav. For turmeric powder, you would have listed as your importing country. You're there? Okay, let me take America because that's the typical one we have been discussing the very first day, right? So, with respect to the trade bodies or groups you are looking for, you can put the keywords, you can put it as the product and association or forum of that country. See what I'm, till date, you would have been searching importers of that product from some country. Am I right? How many of you have done this? Importer of this product from this country, Google search. And every time
Yes,
you
ma'am.
landed, every time you would have landed in a, every time you would have landed in a B2B portal. That's why our mind have so much got used to that. But this is where your buyer or someone close to your buyer are there, or here is your network. The gold is here. Everyone, every single one of us, even I've done it 10 years before. I don't do it anymore because I know how to do it in reverse sourcing method. So all I'm showing today is a starting point of it is to do with the consistency. When you go deep dive into it, you will do magics and wonders. See, when I put Turmeric Association of America, I'm getting so many lists of companies. Let's, for simple reason, I'm just curious to go and see what is this global curcumin association. Okay, so let me see where, see, there will be always a member directory. Some, the member directory will be open source, some may not be open source. Okay, and most importantly, whenever you get into these associations, see where they are from. Excuse me. So this is from America, so we are on perfect thing. When you are most of these American companies are strong in Twitter, so that's more easier to get the attention. LinkedIn is also a good choice. Let me go and just check Global Curcumin Association in LinkedIn. I don't think they are there, because if that's the case, they would have given the here. So here they are giving you a clue. Where should you find us? So here they have that resources, they have newsletter. So get yourself acquainted with what's happening in that association. That's how you have to build the visibility. Okay, so like this, you can find it out for every single country, every single product, every single market segment as well. So because right now it is a data era and internet era, you don't really need someone to recommend you. You can build your visibility in the international market. So so is everyone clear of the task for today? So like this, for your product, you have to go list the LinkedIn group and list the trade associations and business groups. And that is the task for today. Will everyone commit to do this task? This is very easy task. And if you are doing this, that means you are really, really serious about export success. Okay. You'll be so excited. You might even see some connections in LinkedIn. Last batch, jeweler who attended this, and the third day he found an importer from Iran. It is surprising factor even for me. I don't find importers in 2 days or 3 days because I do more of market research, competitor research, competitiveness, and all those things I do. But he found, and he's new to export business. They're so happy, and thank God, because thank God he came through my friend's referral, because my friend said I'm conducting this workshop and he attended this. He was able to get the result, and I was so happy, because it's more important that you spend the time with me and doing the task. That's more important. So what to search? Ignore. I couldn't understand, Mr. Sanjay. What do you mean? What to search? You have to search your product name along with association or business group of the importing country. What was the product? The product which you have chosen to export, which you are planning to export. Tomorrow we will see a complete planning. I tried contacting Almond Board in California during my US visit. but they denied to give me an appointment. Yes, because they do not know who you are and what is your intention. Did you do that? Did you give them a reason to see? When someone approaching you, you always have a better choice. Yes, means Mr. Praveen, you can unmute yourself and speak. I would like to know more about this experience.
Ma'am, just repeat the
Ma'am,
task.
other day I went to Modesty, California. I spoke to farmers. When I contacted the farmers, I was asked. I was given a contact to go to the to meet the almond board so that I can import, and that was done during the non-harvest season, and so they denied giving me the appointment. And at least I already told them I require. I'm an importer from India, but
Okay.
they didn't find any interest, and they didn't give me the appointment. Actually, the biggest problem is, especially Gujaratis, hardly allow any other Indians. What I found it in US, especially when you go to an exports or an imports, everything is completely managed by Gujaratis.
Okay. Right. So here's the thing, sir. They genuinely do not know, though you claim to be an importer, they may not know whether you are a real importer. Yes, you have said another reason as well. I could hear my own voice. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that's the biggest problem. Community-wise, that's the biggest problem. Wherever I go, especially to US, coming to the business, they are making it a monopoly. They're not helping any other people as such.
okay, sir. So you're still interested in importing almonds from US?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please share your requirements on my personal wall. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you. So yes, in perishables and other food products, ship transit period is important. Okay, you have to be very, food products are not actually immediate perishables if it is processing food. Usually perishable products, they have their own type of containers and storage and all that is involved. So depending upon that only, and in most of the cases, if it is perishable, air cargo, it usually goes in air shipment.
But rice and all that
No,
is
rice is
India.
not rice doesn't perish faster. The older it gets, the tastier it becomes.
Okay. And what about the coconuts?
Coconuts usually exported to nearby countries only, ma'am. So when you are that particular mature type of coconut, usually there are different varieties. Okay, ma'am. So buyers usually ask that kind of coconuts only, and there is every single day coconut exports happens. These transit shipment, anything with respect to shipment, you don't have to really worry when you have a very trustable CHA. What you have to be really focusing on getting the export opportunity. That is the most important. When you have the opportunity in hand and we have a right forum and right place, you can always get connected for right CHA from anywhere from India. Anywhere from India that I'll be able to connect you with.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, welcome. So talk on payment terms for exports. Mangesha, did you go through that EXIM A to Z online course profile? There I've given about payment terms. So that will be, there it's the details. So as I mentioned 2 days before, it's advance payment, LC payment, DP, DA, open account, DA or CAD. So we would always encourage the exporters to ask for advance payment. And if the volume is high, LC payment. So what is preferable? It's totally depend upon the product you do, market you do, and the cost of the cargo. So if you have decided all that, and if you have a buyer right now and you are negotiating on payment terms, please get on my, please share the details on my WhatsApp, and I'll be able to give you the details. Air cargo is costly, it works only for costly and perishable products. 50% because especially if the vegetables are not costly items. Okay, but every day air cargo happens for vegetables. Because if that is the only way to be done, that is the reason the one moringa cost $1 or $2 in foreign countries. Still people love to buy it because that is what they are paying for. Where there is demand, there is always a way to work it out. So you have to be always focused on the opportunity, this cost, the infrastructure challenges. See, competitors cannot compete in all these things because what you are facing, they are also facing the same. It's all about the opportunity you have at the hand. Can you elaborate on moringa? Okay, with my exposure to, we can have, okay, my exposure to moringa is a tricky product. I would say only about 8 to 10 exporters are really qualified to export moringa related products from India, because most of the moringa products goes to the developed countries where the certifications requirements are very high. And another thing is Indian moringas, though very high on nutrition, adulteration is also very high, industrial pollution is also very high. Though Africa has only 11% of total moringa of what we are producing, these European countries invest on these countries and have their own harvesting for themselves. So it works out better for them to buy from Africa than India. So if you are handling moringa, you should have so many certifications starting from HACCP to organic, whatsoever the buyer asks for. But once you have it and once you have a name in the international market, that's a consistent business. What about cashew kernels and DCP exports? Okay, cashew kernels, again, we are competing against Vietnam. Their cost is very low than ours, half of what we do. And most of the Indian traders, they have their connections in Vietnam market, and it happens. When you are handling any product commodity as a new exporter, focus on value added, like chocolate coated, salted, and create it like a FMCG, define a market segment for yourself. DCP, Indian DCPs, the high fat DCPs are very good from India, because we have again high tough competition from Vietnam, where low and medium fat DCPs are usually exported in large quantities, which are used for the delicacies, where the high fat DCPs from India are used for the direct cooking, baking, coconut related candies. Yes, Vietnam is the leader in cashew. See, countries become leader after they have they are putting much efforts into it. When they start, they are not leaders. What happens in India? We are so much focused on our usual stuff. So yeah, any more questions?
Ma'am, when you say,
Hello.
One at a time.
Yeah.
Yes, Shilma ma'am, go ahead, please. Or Anjali ma'am, whoever. Yes. Yes, ma'am, ask, please. Anjali ma'am, please ask.
yeah, ma'am, when you say methods of payment, no DA, especially when the buyer says DA payment 30 on BL and 70 after 20 days or 30 days like. But when the purchase order comes from the buyer, generally when we try to get the status report from the ECGC takes 30 to 40 days. And during this time, this buyer is not going to wait for us.
You don't have
to tackle.
Okay, ma'am, this challenge happens when you are depending on one buyer. When you are following this method of creating your position in international market, say for example, at the time you have 5 inquiries with different combination of payment terms. You want to give a shot for every payment terms and every orders, but 1 or 2 slips away. Do you still worry?
No.
Yeah, so
if
build
I'm
a pipeline.
getting 1 or 2. Okay.
So that's the way you can go for.
Correct.
Yes,
got it. Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. How is the market for charcoal? Oh, yes, Anurag. Okay, charcoal is again the dust composition of Indian charcoal differs than Chinese. So still most of the market is in the Chinese, and the charcoal which usually goes from here, it lands in the end purpose of charcoal is either for burning, and it's either used for barbecue or in Middle East they call it as the smoking purpose. So what matters is that the dust powder and consistency. If you can give that both, the market is good for charcoal. But that is the challenge for Indian manufacturers to achieve. Yeah, shisha charcoal. Yes, correct. Shisha charcoal, that is where they buy, and the dust content, that is where the actual challenge is. Can you render more clarity on the products that can be considered for e-commerce type of buyers? So even the essential oil, when you are thinking you want to sell essential oil, you have to brand it like beauty serum or hair growth tonic. If you are able to name it like that, then it is suitable for e-commerce. But if you are going to sell it, it's all about marketing techniques when it comes to e-commerce. And when you have an essential product, you go and search, because you have selected the countries also, right, sir? So like today's task, you go and search it in the Google, e-commerce selling your product. You will land it in an e-commerce portal and you go through how they are selling it. Task is, okay, so you're selling it and you list that one. Further with that, I'll tell you how to position yourself in the international market.
Hello,
The
ma'am.
task, yes, 1 minute. I'll take up the next question and open it for you, Ms. Monica. So the task is to list the LinkedIn groups and business associations, business groups, trade associations, which have connection with your product. That is the task for today. It is very interesting task, very easy task. If you start doing it, you might even sit the whole night or the next whole day doing it, because you'll come up with so much information. Tomorrow it's going to be a celebration day in our session. Okay, Monica, yes, please ask me a question, please.
Hello, good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask that most of the agro products which we are exporting, hello?
Yes, please ask.
Most of the products which we are exporting, it goes to Middle East market. So if we are to target Middle East, most of the importers which I came across particularly, they go for credit payment only, not even 30% advance and nothing like that. And even they ask for 2 months, 3 months, 2 months credit maximum they ask. So that's why I had to cancel so many deals, and I didn't even exported a single container because of that in the last 1 year and so why? Because if I have to invest 15 to 20 lakhs in one container and to gain a profit of 2% by exporting a single container of vegetables to Middle East, after that also some quality issue will arise, and mostly in that case my turnover will be badly affected, right? So
you're right. That's the same answer I gave to Anjali ma'am. Build a pipeline. Okay, because yes, UAE, that you are going for the usual markets. Do that export potential map and see which are the other markets India has the potential. So that's where you have to, as a new exporter, you have to diversify. Yeah, USA is full of agents and only mostly Indian agents and Pakistani agents, and they know how to play with you. Why do you go and compete against a crowd? Don't do that. There are 4. Okay, today the time is up. Tomorrow I'll talk about the game plan and the 4 P's. I'll go in depth of the 4 P's. Yes, it's hard to, because they are like they are so much into the business. It's better not to deal with them when you are new. Thank you so much for today's session. Every day we are getting closer and closer. It's nice to meet you all. Ask so much questions so that there might be an opportunity right next to you virtually in the screen. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening.
Thanks so much, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you.